What's up, guys? So if you have been following my channel, you know I've already shared a couple of videos about a side project that I've been working on called Portfolio Kits. So today is like a big milestone because I'm officially launching the first version, and this is the version that's live and ready for you to use. And basically what we'll be doing in this video is I'll walk you through what it is, how it works, and why I'm so excited about the project in general. Alright, so before we test the template, I just want to share a little backstory for those of you that are new to my channel. So basically, Portfolio Kit is my attempt to solve a problem that I've seen with traditional website templates. And basically most of them require you to constantly tweak the code just to make small changes, which isn't ideal for everyone, especially for non-tech savvy people. So my goal was to create templates that are not only easy to set up but also super flexible, with most of the customization happening through a user-friendly content management system called Sanity. So in my earlier videos, I have shared the idea behind the portfolio kit and some demos of how it works. I think I have about 3 videos about that. But this version is the first one that is well polished enough for people to actually use and basically give feedback on, because the most important thing is your feedback. So if I click on the try it now, I will get directed to the some of the templates we have. So the one that is currently live is the photography template, and is basically designed for photographers who want a clean, functional portfolio to showcase their work. So I've really spent most of my time to make the setup process very easy to the best of my knowledge. And this version will be live for you to use while I continue to work on more updates. And as you can see, it's free because I just want to get feedback and make the templates much more better before I start charging for it. So you can get the template directly or you can view the demo. So let's first of all view how the portfolio will look like. So basically this is how the portfolio looks, and like I said, most of the customization will be done through Sanity, so I won't be talking about that now. I will show you how that is done during the setup. So we have this area section. All this button you see right here that says open in studio means I can edit all these from my Sanity studio without having to touch the code. So we have the about me section, we have services section, we have the portfolio section, and we have the contact section. So we can come back and click on get templates, and you see a preview of the templates. You can see it's $0. You can still view the live demo from here as well, and you can buy now. So what I'm going to do is I'll open this on an incognito tab, paste the link right here. All right, so I'll click on buy now. All right, so I'm using buy me a coffee because why not? And I just added 2 thumbnails of how the project looks. Then if you are cool with it, um you don't need to add the price, so you can just click on add to cart, and you just need to add your mail. So I will just add one of my email, my name rather. So I'll say Dev Lawrence. Then I'll add my email, so lawrence6@gmail.com. So if you click on pay, so you say thank you for your purchase. You say you have access to the documentation through the README file where you find detailed instruction on setting up and customizing your template. And you also see this on your mail as well. I don't want to open my mail right now. And you can also rate it as well. So I'll download it. So I'll save it on my downloads folder. All right, the project has been downloaded, so I will quickly open it and get back to you. All right, this is the project. So the first thing you have to do is to extract it. So I'll extract it right here. So we don't longer need this one again. And next thing to do is to open it with Visual Studio Code. At least that's what I use. You can use whatever code editor you want, but I will highly recommend using VS Code. So I'll say open with code. All right, so if you remember, the README said that we'll have access to the documentation right here. So I will just copy this and I will go to a tab. So we no longer need this, so I can just paste it here. And we don't need this as well. So what you need to just do right now is for you to follow these step-by-step instructions in order for you to set up your portfolio. So there are some prerequisites that say before you begin, make sure you have the following installed: Node.js, which is important, npm, which comes with Node.js, Git, because you have to add your project to a GitHub repo before deploying, a code editor. Like I said, I'm using Visual Studio Code and I recommend it. A Sanity account, so you can go to sanity.io. Then also a resend account for email notifications. So if a client wants to reach out to you, get their message on your email as well as on your Sanity Studio too. So we just go to resend, come. So make sure you have an account for both of them. I already have an account with Sanity because I use them a lot, and I also have an account on Resend as well. So the first step is to extract it. We've done this part, and we need to open our terminal with this command, Ctrl+T. So I'll go back to our VS Code and close this out. Say Ctrl+T. Then the first thing said what should install all the dependencies. So I'll copy this and install this. So this is going to take a while, and with the power of editing, I'll see you in a bit once it's done. All right, it has finished installing. So I'll say CLS to clear this out. And the next step says create a new Sanity project. So by now I'm sure you've created an account. So go to create new project. So I'll call my photography studio and I'll click on create project. Then while that is creating, the next step, if you go back right here, it says copy the project ID because we'll need it. So copy this project ID right here. Then we want to set up environmental variables. So we'll rename the .env.example2.env. So we'll look for that. I think I can close the terminal now. So we'll rename this to .env and we'll paste in the project ID here. Then for the token, say we can get it from the next step, and we should leave the Sanity data set as production. So in order for us to update our Sanity API token, log in to your Sanity account. So basically, let me just save you the stress. Come to Sanity dashboard and go to API. Then select tokens and add API token, and we'll call this, and let's just call this my token. And the permissions, so if you come here, you can see that we should allow read and write access, because we're going to be reading data and also writing to our sanity document. So I will change this to developer, then I will save and I'll copy this. Don't worry, by the time you're watching this video I might have already deleted this project. So go back and we'll paste it here and save. Then if we go back, the next step is to set up resend by signing up, which we've done. We'll log in and navigate to the API keys section. So this part, then the next step says create new API key. So we just create new one. Can give this any name. Let's just call this photography. You can call this whatever you want. So click on add and we'll unveil this and copy this. Click on done. Then we'll paste it right here. While for the notification email, just specify what you used to open your recent accounts, the email you use. So in my case, I'll use my email. And save. All right, so the next step is to do some configuration. So navigate to the astro.config file and replace the project ID with our own project ID. So basically we could just copy this again and we'll go to the astro config file and replace it right here. All right, so the next step is to go to the sanity.config.ts and we should do the same thing. So it said update the sanity project ID, and we can also change the title to the name of our sanity studio. So go to the sanity config and we can change this to photography. So I just realized I spelled photography wrong on the project itself, which is fine. You can rename it to whatever you want to. And for the project ID, we'll paste it right here and save. Then we'll update the sanity CLI as well. So say sanity CLI and paste it right here. We're almost done. Then we need to just run this command. Basically, this will load all the placeholder content you saw from the demo so that you have something to start with. So copy this and it's just reading this data from here, and we'll open our terminal back and we'll paste in the command, hit enter. All right, so all the documents have been imported. So we'll say clear screen CLS, and I guess that's it. So the next thing for you to do is to run this command and start up your dev server. So it's going to open on this port. We'll just copy it right here and I will paste it here. All right, so these are the placeholder content. As you can see right now, we don't have access to it from our studio. So if we go back to the docs, it says step 5 is to customize our site. So what we need to do is to copy this. Basically, we are just accessing our sanity through this admin right here. So open a new tab and paste this one right here, and I'll bring it close to this. And basically, we're just going to do some authorization in order for sanity to let us access the right studio or the right project on our studio. All right, so you said before we continue, we need to add this URL to our course origin, and I guess we don't need this tab anymore. So first of all, do this and say continue. and we just add course origin. So course origin has been added successfully. So we can close this out and allow this to reload. So now we need to log in with the provider that you used to sign up. So I used GitHub, so I'll use GitHub to log in. All right, so we are in now. So I can go back and now you can see I can edit all this, and let's still follow the docs. So building for production, we'll talk about this later. So the next thing says visual editing. So like I said, I spend much time on the documentation because I just wanted to make it very easy for people using the templates to understand. So the template provides two ways to edit your content: visual editing through the presentation view and the traditional editing through the structure view, which is the default one that comes with Insanity. So essentially, the visual editing feature allows you to edit content directly on your page and see changes as you make them. However, there's something to note, and I'm still working on this, but currently the visual editing is only available on this landing page. So it's not available on inner pages like the project's details page. So you have to do this from the structure view if you want to change anything. But for this landing page, you can do it directly from your studio. So in order for you to do that, you just need to come to the presentation tab right here. And I have a video on how to sync this up. I will leave a link to it somewhere in the description, so you can get a preview on how the website looks without having to come here. So if I want to change something right here now, I will just select that thing. Let's say I want to change precisions to something else, like my name, say Lawrence. So it's automatically going to reload, and you can see the name that I added right here. So let me try and undo this back, and you're going to see it's going to change back to precisions. And if you are cool with it, you just have to hit publish. So that is about that for the presentation view. The structure view is fairly straightforward. You just have to make the changes directly in the document. So I'll leave that for you to do on your own end. Then for the media management as well, you can add multiple media that you want to use on your website. And by default, you have access to all the images you already have on your site. So all these images you are seeing are the images that are available on the site or on this studio. I guess, can I delete this one? Because I really don't need this one. Let me see if I can delete it. So yes. So yeah, we cannot really delete it because it's in use. So what I did for the hero components was that I created different variants. So what you are seeing right here is the default one, but you have two more options to pick from. I plan on doing that to each section, but to be honest, it feels tedious right now. So maybe when it's fully paid, I will commit more time to it. But for now, it's just available for the hero section. So in order for you to use it, you just have to, as you can see, this is the default one. You just have to select, come to the code tab and copy it. But this part, you need to make changes on your VS Code. But like I said, you are not writing any code, you are just copying and pasting. So you go to your hero.astro file. So I will close this and I will search for hero.astro. Then I will select everything delete it and paste in the one I just copied, and I will save it. So all you need to do now is just to go back here, and automatically you can see the changes. And as well, you can still edit all these from your Sanity Studio as well. So I think there's one more. So if I go to preview, you still have another one right here, and there's a more detailed explanation how to use it. So I don't want to make this video longer than it already is, so let's just move to the color customization. So for the color customization, I used shad cn theme colors, which basically allows you to customize your website. So if you've ever used shad cn, you understand what I'm talking about. But they have different color palettes that you can select from, and it works for both light mode and dark mode. So like I said, if we want to change the color palette of this to another color, what we need to just do is to come to our studio and go back to the structure tab. We'll head to the site settings, and by the way, all these instructions on how to do this is available right here. So go to the site settings, select the name. I don't know why I even call this Dev Lawrence, but you can call this something better. Then you can see that the default preset now is blue, which is what you're saying. Then you can change it to whatever you want. So I can say let's use violet, and once we hit publish and come back here, we just need to refresh, and once we refresh, you can see that the color palette has changed to the violet color. So let's do one more color. Let's do rose, hit publish, come back and refresh. As you can see, the color has changed to rose. All right, so for the font as well, so by default I'm using Poppins, the Poppins font by default. So you can easily change the font by visiting font source, because this is what I'm using and it's kind of compatible with Astro. So you can just go there and make the changes, but like I said, it's quite straightforward. If you follow the instructions, you won't have any issues at all, I promise you that. Then the last part is this deployment. So basically I won't do that because the video is already getting longer than expected. So for the deployment, we just have two platforms. At least these are the two most common ones that people use a lot of the times. But if you are skilled enough, you can use whatever you want to use. So by default, the template is configured to Netlify, which if you follow the steps, you'll be good to go. Then for the for Vercel, you just need to do some little installation by just installing the Vercel adapter, specifically this version right here, and again just import the Vercel and change it with the Netlify one, and you just have to commit it, and one issue you might have, because your project might fail at first try, so you have to check the runtime, because yours might be showing 22.x, so you have to switch it to Node.js 18. So far this version will be live for you to use while I continue to work on updates and additional templates for other niches. And like I said, it's free for now because I want to just gather as much feedback as possible to make this portfolio kit even better than what it already is. And you also get access to a link on Discord when there's a prize, so that you get more updates easily. And the most important thing is that the project is still evolving, and again, your feedback is really crucial, whether it's about the design, the functionality, or the setup process. I just want to hear what you think so that I don't get stuck on my own head. And in case if you're a non-tech savvy user and you don't want to set this up by yourself, I offer a very cheap paid setup service for you as well. So you can hit me up. My email will be in the description. All right guys, so that's the size of the video. Thank you very much for watching, and if you want to try it out, the link to the website will be in the description, as well as other important links. And if this is your first time on my channel, do well to leave a like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.